So, today is my fucking birthday. On this day, November 14th, 2017, I went to the hospital for half my face being paralyzed. Up until that point, I was steadily feeling weaker and weaker. Only way I could describe it is like if you don't eat enough one day, you just feel tired, feel really drowsy. I was feeling like that, but all the time. But it wasn't until half my face went paralyzed when I was like, all right, maybe we should go to a doctor or something. So I called my mom and she drives me out to the UVA hospital. That's about 2 hours away from where I live. And when I got there, they just kind of wrote it off as Bell's palsy. By the way, Bell's palsy is not like a real disease. It just means half your face is paralyzed. I was in this waiting room an entire day without eating. And there was so many doctors that came in to check me out, right? But it wasn't until I told one of the doctors that I had a very hard time standing. When I told them that, they took a spinal tap, which means they take the fluid out of your spine. That is literally the most painful fucking thing, ever. But they ran it through some tests and they found that I had an autoimmune disease called Guillain-Barre syndrome. I didn't know this, but to start the treatment, my parents had to sign off because it is such a harsh treatment that it could have killed me. But anyways, if I didn't go to the hospital at that moment, I would literally be dead right now, which is crazy to think about. So yeah, I was in the hospital for about a week. There were days and nights that I thought I would be dead. I had so many regrets. I wish I did so much more with my life sitting on that fucking bed. But my family stayed by my side the whole time, supporting me. So after a week of treatment, physical therapy with the doctors inside the building, I was able to take my first few steps. Crazy, right? So, 6 days later, I leave the hospital just being able to walk with a crutch. It wasn't about till 6 months after the whole incident till I could walk by myself without a crutch or any sort of help. I was in a wheelchair for a while going to school and stuff, and that brought a lot of confidence issues, to say the least. I just hated everyone looking down on me, feeling bad for me and giving me pity. There's nothing worse you could do to me, I swear. There were a lot of days I would just skip school because I just felt so embarrassed, But after some time, I got out of this relationship or whatever, and I was just in a terrible headspace. I had this personal counselor. He introduced me to weightlifting. He would stay after school and just kind of teach me the basics of bodybuilding. I took all he taught me and just went to YouTube and went to a gym. Started doing my own thing. Weeks after weeks, months after months, I was making crazy progress. And that brings me to today. Today, I am 4 days out from my second bodybuilding competition. Who would have thought? 5 years later. But this is why I say, they don't want it like I do. This is everything to me, okay? The work is already done. I've inspired enough people, but I'm not done. I'm taking this to the moon, baby. The whole world will know my name, and I swear by it. But yeah, I've been on a really hard prep for the last 6-7 weeks. And, I'm just excited for this weekend, man. I'm so fucking skinny right now, too. 7%. Shout out 5-star. If you need a body fat check, go check them out in Woodbridge. But yeah, I did a couple of different things to get to this point. I started with bodybuilding training, but my sister married this guy, and he introduced me to the awesomeness that fucking powerlifting was. And I did that for a while. Eventually, after powerlifting, I went to wrestling. Wrestling is amazing if you're getting ahead of yourself because there's nothing more humbling than literally getting your ass beat. Well, not beat, but tossed around like a fucking sack of potatoes. So that taught me perseverance. Even though I kept injuring myself, even though I was in so much pain, I was so tired, I just kept on going because I wanted to win so fucking bad. But that did kind of set me up for a downfall, I won't lie. My senior year, COVID hit, and it just was terrible environment to train in and shit. And I hurt my back really bad. I graduated high school, and I'm so lost. What the fuck am I doing? Powerlifting was all I knew. Lifting heavy shit was the only thing that made me happy. But no, I would stay hours in the gym in the middle of the night, just practicing the movement, teaching myself the mechanics of bodybuilding and all that nature. And yep, I would go to that posing room, shout out to Shop Gym, and I would just copy people on the internet. I know that seems crazy, but yeah, I would just look up bodybuilders and just do what they were doing. If it wasn't the training, it was the posing mainly. But my key thing that was missing was diet. 3 weeks out from my first show, an angel was sent to me in the name of Dennis, the Gentle Beast, IFBB Pro. Best coach in the game. He got me looking right. 3 weeks out. Who would have thought? He got me on the strict diet, got me doing the right amount of cardio, and my posing, perfect. He's still my coach for this show because, dude, of course he is. And I'm excited. I've been practicing bodybuilding style training for about 1.5, 2 years, including training, posing, diet. It's a very long game, but it pays out so good at the end, I swear. So yeah, that wraps up my story. And that's why I say today's like my birthday. Because today was the start of my new life. Up until that point, I was just some skater, gamer kid that did nothing. I still game. I don't skate that much anymore. But I'm doing what I love. And I hope that I can inspire you to do the same. So in honor of my rebirth week, please do something nice for yourself. Do something that'll make you feel better. Something healthy, something nice. Just stay positive, please. Because I sure am. You know, this is the hardest week of preparation for the show. But there's a smile on my face till it's over. And after it's over. And then after that. Because why be sad when your life was almost taken away from you? Nah, but thank you guys for listening to this. I know it was a lot of information. But yeah, fucking stay awesome. I love you guys. Be safe. But yeah, Gian the Don here, closing this shit out. Stay fucking swole.